Okay, let's take a look at lesson 9. 第九课. 第九课. The title of 第九课 is 你儿子在哪儿工作? 你 you 儿子 son. So you're close to your son, so the is omitted. So 你 is in here is not you anymore, it's your. So your son. 在 is the preposition at or in. 哪儿 where. In where work. Or if you translate that into which place, I think it's much better. Because in English, where, the word where is actually more powerful than which place. So you don't really see in where, you see in which place, at which place work, right? And from this topic, we have one very important grammar point, that is the location before action. 工作 to work is the action. I work in a hospital. I work in Beijing. I work in Ireland. Then in Ireland, the location needs to be put before, placed before the action. So 在哪儿 you at where work, you in where work, or your son in where work. And then let's take a look at the conversation number 1. A says 小猫在哪儿? Little cat, kitten, at where? So this 在 in here seems like not just at or in, but also to be or to be at, because there's no verb in this sentence. So we assume that 在 perhaps have that function, to be at. Alright? Or you can understand this sentence as 在哪儿 is an adjective, sort of adjective, that's why be is omitted. So the word is omitted. So we just say little cat at where, instead of little cat is at where, right? Or which place. Now B says 小猫在那儿. 哪儿 where, 那儿 pay attention to the tones. 那儿 is there. 那儿 那儿 there, 哪儿 where. Okay. So this conversation, try to remember this conversation. A says 哪儿 where, B says 那儿 there, but A says 那儿是哪儿 there is where, means where is there, and then B says 那儿是那儿 there is there. Okay. If you remember that conversation, you remember the difference between 哪儿 and 那儿. Then A says 小狗在哪儿? Go, dog, little dog, so a puppy. 小狗在椅子下面. 下面 is a noun. It means the area below something. 椅子 is chair. 在 is at or in. So this is a structure. At or in, 在, plus a reference. 椅子 or table or house or whatever that is. Then the position, which 下面 below, or 上面 above, or area above, right? So that in this structure explains or expresses the exact position of something in reference of something else. Just like on something is on the table, is below the table, right? Below is the position, and the word table is the reference, right? So 小狗在椅子下面, little dog at chair below the chair, under the chair. Now let's take a look at the conversation number 2. A says 你在哪儿工作? Try not to pay attention to the pinyin, right? Again, use pinyin only when you have to. 你在哪儿工作? You at where or at which place work? B says 我在学校工作. 学校 two X's. The pronunciation might be a bit difficult. 学校 school. I work in a school. A says 你儿子在哪儿工作 and B says 我儿子在医院工作，他是医生。医生 is a doctor. 医院 is a hospital. So my son works in a hospital, and 他是医生。Right. So that's not too complicated. If you understand the topic of the lesson, you will understand the structure very, very easily. Now let's move on to the next conversation. A says, 你爸爸 father, 妈妈 mother, 爷爷 is 爸爸的爸爸 right? Father's father. 奶奶 is 爸爸的妈妈。外婆 is 妈妈的妈妈。妈妈 and then 外公 is 妈妈的爸爸。So if you understand what I'm trying to say, that's great. If you don't, ignore it. No problem. We were talking about it in the class. 你爸爸在家吗？在家吗？ At home, 在家. Right? It's a home. We learned that in lesson 5, I think. Remember the writing, the little roof, and then there's a pig below the roof. Right? So the pig indicating the sacrifice for ancestors. So the roof, under the roof, we have ancestors. That's what a family really is, or presents in Chinese language. Now, anyway, B says 不在家. Very, very lazy answer. Not at home. Or 我爸爸不在家. My father is not at home. Then A says 他在哪儿呢? Here we have another n. We learned n before, and before we learned was a modal particle that is that's added or placed after a noun to question the status of this noun, like how about or what about, like or and you, 你呢? 你妈妈呢? And your mother, or how about your mother, right? Depending on the context, that's what this ne means. And so we actually, depending on the context, it asks different kind of questions or question the different status of whatever is placed before ne. But if you have a question, if you find a question before that, 哪儿, which place or where, is a question verb, a word. So the ne in this sentence doesn't really mean anything anymore. So if you see a question word in a sentence and then followed by ne, you could just omit it. It just gives a bit of mood, trying to intensify the question mood of the question, really. So where is he? 他在哪儿 is where is he, and 他在哪儿呢 is also where is he, but more of like with more inquiry sort of a mood. That's all. And then B says 他在医院. He is in the hospital, right? And this is actually can be confusing. 他在医院 could be he's in the hospital as a patient, or he's in the hospital as a doctor, or he's in the hospital as the patient's wife, right? So he is in the position. He's just in the place of the hospital. I think in English it's different. If you say somebody is in the hospital, means he is being he's a patient and he's being diagnosed or treated as a patient. But in Chinese, 他在医院, just he is in the hospital, right? So obviously, well, Baba is the only male here, and he is sick. So in this sentence, according to the picture, that he is sick. But from the conversation, we can't really tell that if he's sick or he's just working in the hospital or he's just, having a good time in the hospital. Well, it's just, he's walking around the hospital doing something. Maybe he's trying to sell medicine to other people. Anyway, so that's the conversation. All right, we learned a few words. 爸爸 here, 医生, 医院, 儿子, 工作, 哪儿, 在, right? And the grammar point is not too difficult. Well, I mean, 在 can be a bit of a head scratcher, but keep your mind that it is before a place, which means at or in a place. All right, so that's that for lesson 9. I hope you have a good time learning it. I will see you next time. 再见。